Hey guys, this is Steve from Trim That Weed, and today we're going to talk about how to get rid of squash bugs in your farm or your garden. This video will explain the dangers of having multiple squash bugs in your garden and a few simple steps to eliminate them. Stick around to the end to learn a thing or two. Squash bugs and their effects on your garden. If you have a vegetable garden at home, especially where you plant different varieties of squash vegetables like gourds and pumpkins, you've probably come across these insect nuisance. The squash bugs usually suck on the plant's sap, which may lead your beautiful plants to dry and wither. The squash bugs can also cost you because they end up destroying half of your plants. If you spot any squash bugs in your garden, the best way is to get rid of them. How to get rid of squash bugs? Using a trap to kill them. Squash bugs can be pretty annoying, and you might find getting rid of them one by one very difficult. One way to get rid of the squash bugs is by using a trap to get rid of them. For this method to be successful, you have to set your trap in the evening in your garden, and then leave it until the following day. Check under your trap for any bugs, because they are likely to use it as a shelter, and then dispose of them by either putting them in a basin full of water and soap, that will kill them, or stepping hard on your trap, if it is a board, until the squash bugs have been killed. You can repeat this process for as many days as you want until there's not a single squash bug left in your garden. Spraying pesticide products on the squash bugs. Another effective method to eliminate squash bugs is using insecticidal products in your garden to kill the squash bugs. For this method to work effectively, mix the required ratio of your insecticide and water and carefully spray directly on the visible squash bugs and their eggs, if there are any. Ensure that your insecticide water comes into direct contact with the bugs to kill them completely, using duct tape. If your garden isn't too big and infested with squash bugs, you can use duct tape to get rid of them quickly. This method is recommended because it's hard to miss a single squash bug, because you pay maximum attention to your plants as you spot them. Wrap duct tape around your fingers with the sticky side out and head to your garden. Using your duct tape, tap the squash bugs and their eggs, as they will automatically stick to it, and eliminate them by either killing them or disposing of them. Using a physical barrier. Another effective way that you can get rid of squash bugs in your garden is by using physical barriers to get rid of them. These barriers can be insect nets, row covers, or tool fabric. These barriers might also act as traps by ensuring that the squash bugs are trapped as they try to reach your plants. Additionally, when you use these physical types of barriers to get rid of squash bugs, it will be impossible for them to get to the plants that they so badly want, and they'll shift to somewhere else, getting rid of themselves. Removing any plant debris from your garden. Another effective method of removing squash bugs is removing all the debris in your garden. That's because the squash bugs usually love taking shelter or hiding in other plants that they find when they sense any danger of being trapped or killed. By removing any debris from your garden, the squash bugs will find difficulty in hiding, and therefore easily spot them and get rid of them quickly. Now that you know how to get rid of the squash bugs, the only thing left to do is how to prevent them from ever getting into your garden again. A few ways to prevent the squash bugs from attacking your plants is by planting companion plants around your winter squash, pumpkin, or zucchini. The companion plants will prevent the squash bugs from reaching their intended plants, therefore reducing the damage that would have been made. You can also prevent squash bugs from destroying your plants by covering them when they're young, using nets, and only uncovering them during pollination. That will ensure that the squash bugs do not reach your plants, so they can't destroy them. So, that's how you can eliminate squash bugs from your farm or garden. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment or any question you'd love to ask. Until next time.